Welcome back to AM Northwest. Dating during the holiday season can be tricky, so here to share helpful do's and don'ts, we welcome back relationship and dating expert Kelly Marie. Great to see you again.
Hi, great to see you too.
I know the holidays are coming up, and you have some tips for us. So let's start with you. Say, do make sure you vet who these people are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And because over the holidays, it has this kind of rushed intimacy. There's a term called cuffing season. I don't know what that comes from, but it's people wanting to hook up and have a relationship because it's lonely at the holidays if you don't.
Yeah.
So there's a bit more of a rush. So just make sure you make time for that phone call so you're not on a date with someone that you don't enjoy talking with, or you're connecting with someone and they're not who they say they are, right?
And when you say hook up, you mean get together.
Yes,
that's what you mean.
Yeah,
that's what she means.
That's what she means.
So you know. You say do fun holiday activities.
Absolutely. So the great part of the holiday season is outdoor activities during the summer can be a little bit isolated. If you go for a hike or a walk, you're alone. But if you're doing something, if you're doing something like Peacock Lane or Zoo Lights or any of the outdoor activities, there's a lot of people around. So really take advantage of that and enjoy the holiday season and have someone that it's delightful to be with and be out and about. But you're safe around other people.
But are you saying, I mean, this wouldn't be a first date because really first date you want to get to know somebody,
Absolutely.
right?
So my protocol is always texting, phone call, coffee date to make sure that you want to spend time. And then that's the vetting process. And then once you know that this is someone that I kind of trust, they are who they say they are. I've seen pictures of their family and their friends, and now we're going on this date. Then let's do an outdoor date because it can be safer during this time of year.
Okay, do bring them to low-key parties.
Yeah, so this is one that I get asked all the time. Can I bring them to parties? If it's a low-key party, it can't be something where there's a big charge, it's family, like that's gonna set you up to have a awkward interaction with the person you're dating, but it's also awkward for the other people at the party. So you just wanna enjoy having a date, but it has to be with friends or just people that are just, if you show up with somebody different at a different party, it's not a big deal.
Go to a comedy club, that'd be a low-key thing, wouldn't it?
Okay,
there you go. Don't go to a house party.
Yeah, so here we go into the don'ts. And so house party, and this comes from having heard a heartbreaking story of someone being told that there was a house party going on and actually being sexually assaulted.
Oh my gosh.
So just be very, very careful when you're going to someone's house or something. Hey, and we always want to do preventative, not find the person that did it. So you want to make sure you tell the person that if they invite you to a house party and you decide you're going to go, hey, I definitely will go, but I just want to let you know someone will be tracking me and I will be checking in with them over the phone all night long. That's all you say. But then on the back end, that person that's a trusted family member or a friend, you have some kind of secret code that there's like an emoji that nobody would use except for in this situation. That means it's going okay. And there's an emoji that comes with the text that means help. Send help.
Okay.
And so that if somebody takes your phone and they're trying to impersonate you, that emoji's not going to go through.
Okay, gotcha.
That's that strategy.
Don't invite someone to a family party. That seems like so obvious.
Yeah, it's so obvious, but I can't tell you how many people, especially when all your siblings have partners and you feel so left out and they just want to have someone there. And sometimes you think like, oh, but this person's nice, but if you don't really know them,
it's like so many people are just getting to know to a wedding.
Yes, and there's children there. Anyone under 16 around a stranger, for me, my mommy spidey senses, because I did a big chunk of my training as a marriage and family therapist was with traumatized children. Like I am not putting my guard down at all. And now it's no longer a holiday party. I'm on mama bear mode. And so it really ruins it for the rest of the people.
But in general, a family party, people are going to ask questions. They're going to assume it's more serious than it is.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's something that it's like, wow, we're ready to get engaged, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agreed. I would agree with that. Don't mistake holiday intimacy with true intimacy.
Absolutely. What happens is you're doing holiday parties, you're doing fun stuff, everything feels good. And then it's like, oh, wow, we get along so great. Well, yeah, you've been on the Disney cruise of dating from November to January. It's all parties, it's all fun, it's all love, lovey-dovey. And hey, you haven't solved any problems yet. You haven't had any hard things to work through. So make sure that you're not thinking, oh, this is great, but you really haven't had the experience to see if there's endurance, to see if there's the ability to go through hard things together.
Right. And then what about gifts? Because oftentimes
this comes up like we've been dating for a week or a month or a couple of times. If you feel inclined to give someone a gift, great, but make sure you're not love bombing. And I would say err on the side of giving something that's meaningful, like that something they mentioned that's not so expensive, but it's more about the thoughtfulness and creating a connection than it is about showing the expense and showering someone with something expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. All good tips. Thank you, Kelly. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.